She-Hulk Season 1 has finally come to a conclusion, and the best part about it is that it's over. Finally! So, if you're ready for me to review the most anticlimactic, cringiest season finale episode you could imagine, let's dive right in. I'm going to show you some of my reactions to what I just watched, and then I will give you more of a review. Let's go. These are better effects than what they actually use. That looks better than their CGI. Like, this is an improvement.
The breach sued by online trolls.
Online trolls.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
See, that is the, I like I said in another video, that's the bad guy in this show. They are, and that just shows that all of these social commentary and nerdy commentary YouTubers and stuff, that just shows how much power they hold, because they're literally the bad guys in this. You know, it's like, they're treating, basically, they're implying this is nerdrotic, okay? This is quartering. This is critical drinker. It's like, that's the bad guys, okay? Living rent-free in Marvel's heads.
Blend in with these trolls, okay? And remember to always refer to women as females.
I just don't understand why women, females, these feminist types, why do they get so offended by being called female? Why? It makes no sense. I don't understand how that's an insult. I've never in the history of my life seen a man offended if you call him a male. Oh yeah, that male, he was a male, or just refer to a guy as male. I have never in the history of my life seen anybody take an issue with that. So why would us as women, as females, why would we be offended being called female? What is freaking wrong with that? We are female.
Surprise, losers.
I'm out of here, man.
Come on, Titania too? This isn't messy enough?
God, does that bitch ever use a door?
Isn't that a little interesting how the exact same woman who was just talking about being offended by being called female had no problems just dropping the B word about a woman, but that's the, you know, that's quite a double standard there. You know, come on.
You do not get to choose.
Why not? It's my show.
This is a finale. This,
Well,
the main character is literally bargaining or trying to convince an AI robot to make her Marvel's TV show better. It's so crappy that they had to get this meta with it, that even the main character in the show has to tell them this sucks and to do better. So let me get this straight. This entire show, we endured all of these episodes, we endured this entire season to watch Jennifer Walters do a little bit of dating, get mad at men constantly every day, lose a bunch of court cases, no real threat or enemy until you find out Intelligentsia exists, who are basically a bunch of YouTubers who are just criticizing her, which, then one of the guys who hooks up with her records them, basically puts revenge corn of her on the big screen because she was getting this lawyer award for best female lawyer. Granted, we just watched her lose almost every single case she had, yet she's still best female lawyer. Okay, that happened. Then she had to convince the robot guy, the droid behind Marvel Studios, to rewrite her ending because it was that bad. All right, wow. Okay, that's that. All right, so let me give you a synopsis of what's going on in probably the worst episode yet, which is saying a lot. So we left off with Jennifer Walters now here. She's in this jail cell thing that's designed for superheroes, so she can't break through it and all that kind of stuff. Everyone's telling her here, like, girl, okay, you're gonna be able to walk away from this, but you can't turn into She-Hulk anymore, and you're gonna lose your job as, you know, a lawyer at your practice, all that kind of stuff. And she's like, oh no, this sucks, but whatever. So she gets ready to go out. Parents are like, oh yeah, okay, it's okay, girl. Oh my gosh, everybody goes to jail sometimes or whatever. That's what they said. So then her friend's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay here because they pay me well, but this sucks. I stole some snacks from the pantry, blah blah blah. Now all the news is going on about what she did, and she's got to move back in with her parents because she can't afford her own place anymore. So she's staying with her parents there. Then you could continue. She showed her the video of Jennifer Walters twerking in college or whatever. This guy's like, oh yeah, she's crazy. I dated her. She's crazy. Blah, blah, blah. She's upset. She's like, oh, poor me. Poor me, poor me. Why does all this happen to me? You know, there's no accountability that she's taking. And the fact that, hey, you are letting a guy you don't even know stay at your house and hook up with you, and you don't even know this guy, that's not the safest thing to do. And so then he hacked her information and got her information on her phone, and that's how the revenge porn even happened. They were recording, you know, doing the deed. So I don't know if he set that up or she did or what, but she had to have known about it. Like, it was right there. It had to have been on a tripod. It was right there. So, okay, take some accountability for the fact that hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing this stuff. Maybe I should have been more careful. Which, you know, even in that kind of situation, she didn't deserve the revenge porn thing to happen. But still, at some point, you gotta just stop feeling sorry for yourself and think, okay, I gotta be more careful so nothing like this happens again. Because all things considered, that went a lot better than it could have. So then she's like trying to text Hulk, and he doesn't have service. She goes to Emil's because she's like, okay, the offer's still there. She don't want to be at her parents' house. So the friend actually drops the video, and she's trying to get in on this intelligentsia stuff and find out what all is going on. Which, again, here's Jennifer Walters, who constantly complains about being sexualized and how she has an issue with that, even though she sexualizes herself constantly. So, yeah. Anyway, so then they go here. She's here. He's like, let me get you a guest room. Blah, blah, blah. She's chilling. Meanwhile, her friends here are checking out this intelligentsia meeting that's going on. Now, as you can see, the color palette from a lot of the merch back here, you notice that's the Quarterings color palette? I don't even think that's a coincidence, but let's continue. So then they go on. She tells the guy basically, okay, I need you to blend in. This guy's basically, I guess, maybe the Quartering. He's got the beard and that cap. So I don't know if that's what they were going for there, but it seems like it's possibly true. So she tells him on the headset, oh yeah, refer to women as females. You know, you really need to blend in. They start talking about everything, about all that's going on. He's just trying to get them to, yeah, I already shared some of my reactions on that. So anyway, then this guy, he's the real King Hulk or whatever, the real bad guy of intelligentsia. Okay, so he manages to get some of She-Hulk's blood that he got from Josh, who she dated. And then, oh yeah, here's Abomination, who makes an appearance. And then Jennifer Walters walks in here in a minute. She's like, dude, what's going on? Oh my gosh, this is insane. And then he's like, hey, you know what? I got your blood from Josh, which I don't know how he did that. But regardless, he injects himself with it and becomes his own Hulk type dude bro, basically. Okay? So she's like, what the crap? Then the Hulk drops in to save the day, and then this is where things get all, like, third person. She's like, hold up, I gotta go to Marvel headquarters, and I've got to tell Marvel I don't like how they wrote my story. This is an actual plot line. What is going on? I don't like how they wrote my story. Here's the writers talking about, oh, season 2, let's do an entire dream sequence, okay? She's like, I don't like this. I need to talk to Kevin. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then she goes to talk to Kevin. And she has to sign an NDA at the Marvel headquarters. I mean, this is an episode. This is an episode. Then, boom, she's fighting security at Marvel headquarters. Okay. Then she gets through. She finds out. She goes to this room to see a bunch of Marvel stuff. Then she finds out Kevin is a robot. Kevin is an AI robot who's responsible for Marvel. All right. So then she talks to him, and then he's like, hey, we don't have the budget for you to switch back to Hulk or back to Jennifer Walters, so do it off screen. Which is just like, they're really telling on themselves. They're actually telling on themselves with this whole part. With the whole part before showing the writers, now her having to negotiate with this dude for a better ending. It just shows that how much they're telling on themselves for how bad they've done writing this entire season. It's been phoned in so bad. So then she's like, yeah, I don't like it. Let me go ahead and negotiate like a lawyer does and provide my argument on a better ending. I want Abomination to take accountability for himself. I don't want Bruce to save the day for me because this is my show. I'm supposed to be the star. And we want to stop these guys. Okay? All right. So here we go. They're talking. He's like, oh crap. Oh, this is lame. Now he's getting arrested. Oh, and she told the Marvel guy that she wanted Daredevil back there, Matt Murdock, because, a girl has needs, she says. Talking about Matt Murdock like he's a piece of meat, the double standard as usual. So he drops in and she's like, oh, okay, hi, yeah. And now he's turning himself in because he's taking accountability because that's what she asked for. Then it's her and her family having dinner with Matt Murdock. They're asking him a bunch of uncomfortable questions like how much money he makes because, his law firm, and apparently, he does like to help represent people who cannot afford representation. He's in Hell's Kitchen, a bad part of town. And yeah, then this really cringe family scene. Okay, then Bruce is like, hey, meet my son. Which I'm a little bit like, what? I will admit I'm like, what? Because I don't know. I didn't know I didn't know Hulk had a son. I will admit. So anyway, then he interviews her. And she's just like, yeah, I'm, she still has her job apparently. Oh yeah, I'm going to be making people take accountability for their actions. That's what I do. I'm going to be the best lawyer, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, can you tell us what you're wearing? And she's like, oh, walks away because apparently it's offensive to tell people what brand of clothes you're wearing. It's offensive if someone asks what you're wearing because they liked your outfit, apparently. So yeah, that's it. That's all that was going on for this whole freaking show. We endured all of this crap, the most insufferable series I've seen in a long time, if ever. This is one of the worst things I've ever... I don't think I've ever fully watched a TV series remotely this bad. I would have quit a long time ago if I wasn't reviewing this. So 9 episodes, and this is where we're at. A whole bunch of nothing happened. So... yeah, that's it. And there you have it for my review of the finale of She-Hulk. 0 out of 10. This was terrible. There's no redeeming qualities in this. If you have not watched the show, watch people's reviews dunking on it because that's more entertaining than the actual show. I can't believe this is... And they the fact that they already... They already took the steps ahead of time to make the bad guys YouTubers because they knew that what they were creating here wasn't going to be great and they knew it was going to get a lot of criticism. So instead of actually taking accountability, which they love to preach for, just pushing out a crappy TV series, they want to just say, oh, okay, let's set it up to now where people can't criticize it or we're going to call them misogynist. So yeah, par for the course of what we see going on here. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Before I sign off with you guys, I do want to let you know that G Fuel has bumped my code up, code MAC, to 30% off. So look at this. Got these Halloween shaker cups going on. They have G Fuel cans. This one is sour cherry, which is one of my favorite flavors. They've got the energy formula tubs, and they also have hydration formula tubs that are caffeine free. So Head on over to gfuel.com and use code MAC if you want to save 30% now through the 17th. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.
I won't obey.